Good afternoon. I've just been marking your Microsoft Excel one variable assignments. It's taken me a while because I have to look at it file by file and then I make my determinations, evaluations, and then comment and the email that I send back to you. But it's come to my attention that several of you have not been using all of the functions available in Excel when it comes to calculating your statistics. Quite a few of you are very good at using your graphs now, and quite a few of you are good at using your formulas to calculate grouped mean and grouped standard deviations. However, I just wanted to show you very quickly, I just took a portion of the roller coaster here. There are functions in Excel. Okay, so your home is looking like this. But if you click over here on the middle menu where it says formulas, if you click there, and you're in the cell where you want to put a formula or put a statistics, if you look under formulas, you've got lots of options here. Recently used, financial, logical text, date and time, lookup reference, math and trig, if you're using math. We want the more functions though, because option number one, lots of statistics there. There is a full menu here. It will count everything that you need to use and more. Okay, so right now I wanted to show you how to calculate quartile 3, because using the formula and listing it least to largest is pretty time consuming to do by hand. So if you cursor all the way down here, we've got two options, quartile exclusive. We want quartile inclusive. It will include your minimum and maximum in your range. So we are going to click that. It's asking for the array. So that's just the set of numbers that you want the quartile on. And you can just go over and highlight your entire list for your variable. Voila, there it is. And then in this second option, you just have to indicate what quartile that you want. And it tells you underneath here, you could have 0, 1, 2, 3, or your maximum of 4, because there's 4 quartiles. I wanted to quartile 3, so then I type in quartile 3 and hit OK, and boom, there it is. There is the calculation. So if I pop back over here to mean, I can see that the function that I found in the list for the mean is just an average, and then you highlight your range of data that you want your mean for. Standard deviation, let's take a quick look at that. You go to more functions, statistical, standard deviation is going to be way closer to the end. Under the S's, standard deviation for a sample or for a population. I took a sample of my whole list, so I'm just going to use sample for now. And again, standard deviation, we're going to highlight number 1 all the way to the end there and hit OK, and there is your standard deviation. And this is for ungrouped data, so this is very nice and quick. Obviously, you can do all the other statistics that you need to do for this course. It's all in Excel for you, which is why we just do it once or twice by hand in class, so you get the basics. And then we can use this nice Excel package that's all programmed, and you don't have to do all those long calculations. Just do it once, and then we'll focus on the interpretation and write-ups in the reports for your CCA. If you have any further questions, be sure to send me an email.